Super Mario 64 has some of the most creative, well-designed areas in the franchise's history. Some are easy, some are hard, some are fun, and some are bland. So today I'll be reviewing the top 10 best Super Mario 64 worlds.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Number 10. How can I have a list of the best Super Mario 64 worlds without the first one in the game? Although there are a lot of fun things to do in Bob-omb Battlefield, my personal favorite stages are Foot Race with Koopa the Quick and Find the 8 Red Coins. The reason I like this one so much is because it's so fun to explore. You can fly through rings of coins, throw a huge bomb off a cliff, free a huge Chomp Chomp, and even shoot out of a cannon. And keep it in mind, this is only number 10. Number 9. Generally, I'm not a huge fan of the later levels in Mario 64. However, there are two exceptions. One of them is Tall Tall Mountain. This level is certainly one of the most difficult in the game. I mean, it's hard enough to get to the top of the mountain without dying or falling off a cliff, but some of the red coins are placed at ridiculously inconvenient places. Number 8. At first, Dire Dire Docks was all water. There was literally no land in sight. At least, not until you swim through the secret tunnel. This water level consists of boarding Bowser's sub, swimming after a manta ray, and using Metal Mario to sink through the jet stream. Again. However, what puts it above Tall Tall Mountain is how much fun I had pole jumping for the 8 red coins. Number 7. This would be a pretty incomplete countdown if I didn't include the infamous Cool Mountain. Believe it or not, it was actually hard putting this level so low on the list. I mean, you've got the secret wall jump area, the body of the snowman, and the mama penguin who knocks you off the cliff during the slide race. I used to get back at her by dropping the baby penguin off the edge in front of her. Good times. Number 6. Remember when I said that Tall Tall Mountain was one of the 2 later levels in the game that I liked? Well, Wet Dry World is the other one. This is one of those areas that require you to use your head rather than just your platforming skills. I freaking love Wet Dry World. This level is full of great puzzles, intense platforming, and even some new enemies. I'm not a huge fan of water levels, but this is definitely a great one. And to think, it's not my favorite water level in the game. Number 5. And here's the one we all more or less expected to be on here, Shifting Sandland. If you suck at Mario 64 like me, this level may very well become the bane of your existence. At least until you reach Tick-Tock Clock. However, you have to admit that this level was designed flawlessly. They tried to make it challenging, and they succeeded. Trust me, you will end up in the quicksand. The wing cap challenge was great, and it was hard to reach the 4 pillars, but by far, the best thing about this level is the inside of the pyramid. The stage is very fun and challenging, and iRock even took a spot in my top 15 Mario bosses list. Overall, Shifting Sandland is a great level, but the next place on the list just barely beats it. Number 4. Big Boo's Haunt is probably the most infamous level in Super Mario 64, and it's one of the best in my opinion. Not only does it have an eerie atmosphere to it, but the mansion itself is also very fun to explore. There's the library, the merry-go-round, the balcony, and so much more. The red coins are hidden expertly, the puzzles are fun to solve, and the area is just great in general. Big Boo's Haunt would be higher, but there isn't very much platforming involved, so half the time you're just wandering around. Number 3. Most people hate lava levels. While I'm not a huge fan of them either, Lethal Lava Land is a huge exception. The best thing about this place is easily the platforming. Often, it's hard enough not falling into the lava, but the bullies trying to push you off the platform can make it extremely difficult. Each of the stages is hard in its own unique way, especially the volcano stages. I have died there so many times, I don't think I could even count. Because of this, Lethal Lava Land is my third favorite Mario 64 world. Number 2. If you ask a random countdowner on YouTube what their favorite Mario 64 world is, there's a pretty big chance they'll say Womp's Fortress. It's not the best in my opinion, but I think it's a close second. One of the reasons I like Womp's Fortress so much is because it was the first world in the game that I finished completely. Also, I used to think that the Womps trying to crush you by falling over was pretty funny. Seriously, it may very well be the most stupid attack method in any video game. The stages are really fun and sometimes even challenging. My personal favorite would be Top of the Fortress. Ugh. Stupid bullet bills. Number 1. If there was one Super Mario 64 world that I would call a masterpiece, it would definitely be Jolly Roger Bay. There was no other level that could top Womp's Fortress. If you've seen my top 5 water levels video, you knew from the start it would be number 1. Kinda predictable, I know, but in all honesty, this is my second favorite 3D platformer level of all time. Just barely being topped by Pinna Island from Super Mario Sunshine. The Sunken Treasure stage was great, the pirate ship area was fun, but my all-time favorite Mario 64 stage is Red Coins on the Ship Afloat. And that is why I think that Jolly Roger Bay is the best world in Super Mario 64.
Here we go!
Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and if you have a different opinion, which I'm sure you do, feel free to post a comment below. Oh, and you see that red button? It says subscribe. You can use it to watch more of my videos. It's free. Sort of. Yeah.
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
Die, die, die.